Hello, it's me, RachaelLyn, and today's Teaching Tuesday is a special day. So, I don't know if you can see behind me. Hopefully, you can see I have apples hanging up behind me. I have decorations up in the room. It's not a lot, but a little bit. So up on my board, I've got apples here. One of my apples fell off. I got these from the Target dollar spot this summer, and one of the apples fell off, so I just kind of like stuck it right there. And then I have apples hanging from the ceiling up here, and on my door it says, "Welcome to Apple Fun Day," and then just an extra apple for decoration. Right now it is actually Monday afternoon. What time is it? It's only 5. So it's not quite evening yet, but it is Monday afternoon, just about evening. And I am ready to go home for the day, but I wanted to show you what we were doing on Tuesday. So I am uploading this tomorrow, and so if you are seeing this on Tuesday, on the day that I uploaded it, then we are doing Apple Fun Day. So on the 25th of September, it is Johnny Appleseed Day, and of course we need to celebrate that, and we need to learn about apples and all of the fun stuff that goes with that. So for Apple Fun Day, I get parents to volunteer and come in and help me out, and right now I only have 2 confirmed parents, and I'm starting to freak out because I had several that signed up. I'm crossing my fingers that I have more than 2 parents, because I'm gonna need at least, at the very least, 4 parents. But anyway, let me go around and show you all the different stations that we're gonna have for Apple Fun Day. So one station is going to be doing this page right here, and so the kids are they're gonna have their head that's been like cut out, and they're gonna paste their head on and then draw a picture of themselves. They can even draw a background. And so we read a book, Who Took the Apples by Deanna Jump, and then this one is our class book that we are making. So it's Who Took the Apples from the Tree, and then Good Grief Said, and then they're gonna write their name, not me, not me. And it's super cute because I don't know, but at the end it's actually me that took the apples from the apple tree. And this picture is actually from last year, but I'm just gonna keep the same picture, but there's that. Okay, so while they're doing that, they're also going to have a snack. I've got apple chips, Apple Jacks. I also have apple juice and just apples. We're not gonna have applesauce, even though I actually have some right here. We're not gonna have that because we're actually gonna make applesauce. Okay, so at my table with me, we're actually going to be cutting apples. So I have a tablecloth down, and then I have like an apple core. They are not going to be using this knife, but I do need to bring a couple more of these type of knives, and they're going to be cutting the apples. I'll cut them like in the wedges, and then they'll just cut them into pieces, and then they're going to go in a little pot on a hot plate. And we're going to have applesauce at the very end of the day, just made with apples and just a little bit of cinnamon. And it's going to be so good because they were so good last year. Okay, the next station is actually games. So they're all Apple related games. This one is Dee Dee Rose's bump games, which are so fun. I taught the kids how to do this in math centers last week, and they loved it. And I'm not surprised because it's so much fun. There's Roll an Apple Tree, which is very similar to Rolling Cover, which is another game that we've been playing. So it's just in an apple shape. This is the Apple Counting Mat, which they have learned how to play this already as well. And what they do is they draw a card and put it on here, and then they put the apples on the tree. Now these are new. I got these from the Target dollar spot this summer as well. I have not used these with the kids yet. They just use like little paper pictures of apples and put them on. So this will be kind of exciting for them to actually like put real apples. They roll away. Put real apples on there. That should be exciting for them. There is this activity, which is Rhymes and Does Not Rhyme. This we have not played, but hopefully there will be a parent at the game station that can help with directions. We have been working on rhyming words. So they'll pick up the picture and it says ball, wall. So that rhymes and it goes over here. And then there's sun, bun, because there's an arrow pointing to the bun. So some of them rhyme, some of them don't. But there's also, for the parents, there's also like a little cheat sheet here. This came from Pocket Full of Centers. So this is really nice because it's something that we've been working on, but it's also something new but easy enough for them to like learn right away. The hard part is figuring out what the pictures are. This is also a new game, and I changed the rules because it actually says subtract, and we're not subtracting. But they're going to count the apples, and then their counter will go, oh, I got to put counters in here. Their counter will go up that many. If they land on a bird, they have to go down 2. So then the first one to the top is the winner. So those are all of the apple games. So that is a station. This right here is a station that they're going to do, and this is apple trees in the 4 seasons, so summer, fall, winter, and spring. And so I have these all ready to go. I've got the sponges for sponge painting ready to go. I use my finger for the flowers and the apples, but everything else I use sponges for. And then I've got plates to put the paint on, and then the paint actually to use. And then of course we'll have to mix red and yellow for orange and red and white for pink, because I don't think I have those colors, but you know, it's alright. We mix colors in kindergarten all the time. This right here is part of a big project that we do for Christmas, and we make a calendar page for every day of the year. And so this is torn paper, so I've got all the paper that they need. This is for their main paper, the main sheet, and then they make a tree from torn paper, and that's what they do. So this is the station, and then this is like the big station. This one takes a long time. This one is an apple investigation. I have no idea where this came from. I got it from my partner teacher, or one of my partner teachers, and she's used this for years and years. She probably put this together herself, so this is not something that I can like give you or anything like that, or to put a link down or anything like that, because I don't have this. But so what they're going to do is they're going to draw a picture of the apple, tell what color it is it big, medium, small, and then they're going to weigh the apple on one of the scales using bear counters. So how many bears, teddy bear counters did it use? They'll get to keep a seed from their apple, and we'll tape it on for them. They're going to take a string and measure around their apple. And so they'll tape the string on here, and then they'll measure the string using the cubes like this. And so I've got colored pencils for them to use at this station for the stuff up here, and that's what they'll do at this station. That is everything that we will be doing for Apple Fun Day. It lasts, I think, like about an hour and a half. If it goes over a little bit, that's okay. I also have books over here. This is the Deanna Jump book that the original Who Took the Apples from the Tree, and you know, it's like a cow and a pig and stuff like that. And at the end of this one, it's actually a horse that took the apples. And then I also have The Biggest Apple Ever. I'd like a Johnny's Appleseed book, but I don't have one. I have The Giving Tree, and then I have Why Do Leaves Change Colors. So these are all of our books. And then this one right here, this is our current read aloud that we read in the afternoons after recess to calm down. So that's our chapter book that we're reading. But I have all of my books here, all of my Apple ebooks ready to go. I am really excited. I love Apple Fun Day. Last year was my first year doing this, and so it was a lot of fun. It was very hectic. I didn't really feel like I knew what I was doing last year, but this year, like, I kind of feel like I know what's going on. I'm just a little stressed about having enough parents help, but I think we'll be fine. The kids really know these games. They'll be fine on their own during doing the pictures and eating snack. And so I know that there's going to be at least 2. I've got my assistant and myself. So there's 4 people at the main stations I really need help at. But I could really use some help with the weighing station, because that takes forever, and then having an extra pair of hands like with the games to help with that would really be helpful. So that is it for Teaching Tuesday. If I get a chance, I will link everything down in the description. If I don't and you don't see it down there, just send me leave me a comment, and I will let you know like how to get one of the things that I was talking about. Really, it's just Deanna Jumps, Who Took the Apples, and then like some of my games. You might want to know where they came from. This one is from the Moffat Girls, which is part of our unit that we've been using. And then this, it says copyright Shannon Martin, kinderpondblogspot.com, but I'm not really sure where this came from because I actually got it from my from one of my partner teachers, and she's used this for a long time too. So I'm not sure about that one. And then this one, it says Linda Nelson, Primary Inspiration. It's a lot of work, but it is very much worth it. We will also be doing a couple of other Apple Fun Day activities. During math, we'll actually do 10 apples up on top, and I don't have the book, but I can borrow it from one of my partner teachers, and we will read that at some point, and then they'll actually do an activity where they like put the apples, they have apples 1 through 10 like up on their heads, like a picture of themselves up on their heads. It's super cute, but we'll do that during math, and so that's not part of these stations. For science, we will watch a brain pop video on Johnny Appleseed, and then we're also going to do this during science, do apple parts, and they're going to fill it in. Basically, we'll talk about it, and then I'll like write them up on the board for them to see. So this is also from Deanna Jumps. It came in the same thing with the Who Took the Apples. So last week I taught my kids how to do stamps with read it, stamp it, write it, and we did sight words, and they were really excited about having that in there today, but I said no, not today. We're going to save that for the rest of the week. So this is still Apple themed, but they won't actually get this until probably Wednesday, but I'll put that in the word workstation for them. And then at our listening station is the Apples on the Tree, and this is a new book from Scholastic, so they have that. And I always have work to do at the listening center, so then they'll just fill this out. This is from Marsha McGuire's differentiated listening center. So they're just gonna write the title of the story, they put their name on their paper, and they draw a picture of their favorite part. So it's pretty simple, and then as the year progresses they actually do more and more in the listening center. So that is their listening book for this week. They won't do this tomorrow, but they did start it today, and they will do it. Half the classes will listen to it today, and then the other half will listen to it on Wednesday and Thursday. I hope you enjoyed learning about what we do at Apple Fun Day. It's a lot of fun for us, so give me a like, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think. If there's anything that I've missed that I should add in, it's a little late for this year, but maybe next year I can add it in. I'm definitely open to changing. This is only my second year doing this, so I'm definitely open to new ideas and things like that. So let me know what you would do and what you think. And also, if you are not already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.